Is it an echo?
No.
Andrew, it's only when you go live, isn't it, that it starts echoing?
No, only for you. For me, it's perfect.
Eh?
Yeah, for me, it's perfect. I don't have any echo on my side.
Alright.
Yeah. Hey,
I thought you said we were all echoing last time.
Yeah, and we are live, Michael. How are you doing, sir?
I'm alright, mate. Are you?
Yeah, doing very well, thank you, guys. Sorry, guys, I'm struggling to get my phone to focus tonight. It is just blurring me out for some odd reason. Good to see you all.
Lens.
It's probably tired from all these debates of debating idiotic, how can I put it, delusional people. Hey, Owen, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Because, I mean, if you've staying in current affairs, you've been seeing me debating FTFE, Conspiracy Cats, and McToon, and every single one of them so far takes and denies every single thing I show them, and then they still validate my argument and then claim victory. So I think my phone's getting tired. Trying to get it to focus in. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, your camera's got two neck.
Two neck. Good one. It's not the lens though. I think it's. Ah, there we go. That might work. Sorry, there was a.
It's a bit better.
That's a bit better. Okay. Yeah, I did clean the lens though, Owen. Thanks. Now I've got to. We just ordered my mic, so I should be getting my microphone by next weekend. I'm very excited about that. So yeah, we decided we'll rather first have the microphone, and then I will get the webcam after that, which is gonna make things much easier. Okay, so anyway, thanks everybody for coming. Really do appreciate you being here. If you haven't already, just please do hit that like button and share. I really do appreciate it because it pushes the show out to a wider audience. Obviously this is a very specific kind of topic. I'm very skeptic about it though. That's why I'm placing it as, I'm not really pushing it as it is hiding flat earth, just to let you know. It's just something we saw, and I decided let's just have a talk about it because TV did bring it up. He wants to talk about it, so I think it'll be great. Hopefully TV can actually come in and talk about it as well. And I've got some links to talk about this magnetic declination. So anyway, does the magnetic declination hide the flat earth? Well, we've already got quite a few responses here. Yes, 18%, no, 79%, could be 4%, I don't understand, 4%. That's out of 56 votes. So yeah, I'd say let's go through it together and we could see. Exactly, magnetic declination is just a map correction, R1. But we're going to have it how the guy explains it, and we're going to actually see, because it does make sense in a way, because if you think about it, if the earth is flat, then the magnetic declination is simply to course correct because it's flat, not because the earth is a globe. That is the whole argument. So yeah, it's very interesting, I think, to go through it. Anyway guys, Ball Busters is going to start in a half an hour, so I'm sure a lot of people are going to go over there, but I'm still going to be going strong and going on with this. So yeah, if you guys do choose to go over, just say hi to Kiwi and them for me. And great news, Adam just sent me the logo on the look, and we just finalized it. I think it's really great and awesome. So yeah, I'm very excited about the new look coming. Yeah, and then finally, just thank you to all my Patreon supporters, all my channel members, and everybody that just supports me through this channel. You guys are really awesome, and I do appreciate it. So, are you guys ready? Should we get started on the presentation? I think so. You ready, Michael?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, let's see. Okay, it's showing. So, guys, this was True Conspiracy actually posted this. The guy does sound to me like he's Portuguese or something, so I don't know if you're really going to understand him properly, but it's really quite interesting on how he explains it.
Everyone, I have a special presentation to share with you today from Hervé Riboni. In case you don't remember or know who Hervé is, I have first included an older introduction video I made that is still very relevant. In short, Hervé sailed around the world as a participant in the 1993 through 1994 Whitbread race.
That's quite an achievement. Remember, so he's actually someone that's done this. So that's actually quite. How can I put it? You can actually take what he's saying with a better understanding that he actually knows what he's talking about.
Hervé appeared on the Globebusters 2 years ago and shared with us some fascinating information regarding how time zones are manipulated to hide the flat Earth. You should watch that interview if you haven't. Today, he makes the claim that magnetic declination is subterfuge to hide the flat Earth, and that magnetic declination doesn't actually exist. His information is very important for our purpose of actually mapping the flat Earth.
Yeah, see, this is what I'm trying to explain. He's going to explain it to you guys. It is kind of difficult to understand how he explains it, so I'm going to try my best to try and sort of translate it to more English to you guys, because I do find that he doesn't have a way of making it very, how can I put it, like based in, he's trying to explain, but he's not doing a bad job. He's going to show even this, which is quite interesting. That's why I've got this video set up here. From the round. Do really subscribe to him as well, because he actually does the mapping. His whole channel is about mapping. He really has awesome stuff. He's got some great things with protractors and stuff lately that he's been talking to me about, so I'm really excited to see what the future holds for his channel. Yeah, so let's carry on.
Anyways, I hope you enjoy Hervé's presentation as much as I did. If Hervé wants to share any follow-up presentations, I will be happy to share them with everyone. Thank you. Of course, Hervé has figured out that the Earth is flat, and that makes him a friend. But what makes Hervé especially interesting is the fact that Hervé has actually sailed around the world.
He's actually done it, guys, so when the Globers come and say, oh, you don't have any flat earthers, it's actually done it. There's Hervé.
Not around a phony globe, but around our flat and stationary plane. Hervé was a participant in the 1993 through 94 Whitbread Round the World race. It is also called the Volvo Ocean Race. Here is Hervé listed as one of the participants. You can look it up for yourself.
So he's from Switzerland. I think that's what it says.
This is the boat he was on. It was called the Merit Cup. And here are some pictures of Hervé.
See, he was really on the ship.
This is a map of the race route, which began and ended at Southampton in southeast England.
See, this is why I actually laugh when you get these maps, because they usually bring the Mercator up and stuff. Look at the paths they take, and then they say, look, he circumnavigated the globe. No, he didn't. I mean, look at the paths they took. Then they say they went, like the races they have where they say they go around Antarctica. They do these things, and then they say, look, he's going on the edges of Antarctica, therefore going around the continent of Antarctica, which is rubbish. So that I think is quite funny.
Based on his experience and his research, Hervé has some fascinating ideas as to how they have faked the globe, and some important information on what a true flat Earth map should look like. I hope that his information will lead to more investigation.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Hi everybody. Sorry in advance for my English. I will try to do my best. If you want, please record the presentation, and if you think later it's not pertinent, you will delete it, or if you like it, feel free to do what you want with the presentation. The subject is there is no magnetic declination on flat Earth. Very quickly, the official narrative of the magnetic declination. The magnetic declination is officially a magnetic field around the globe. And for what interests us here, this magnetic field deviates the compasses, or as we will see, it does not.
Okay, so simply, if you haven't understood what he's saying, he's talking about the magnetic north, which the magnetic fields deviate the compass, and that's why you have deviations. But he's going to explain why not.
how does it work? On this map here, we have all the official magnetic declination on Earth. Where it's blue, the magnetic declination is west, and where is red, the magnetic declination is east. The green line here and here, there is zero magnetic declination. And the other line, here there is 0 and there is 10 here, 20, 30 degrees of magnetic declination.
Yeah, so you see with all those lines, with they give different declination corrections. I think we might have to go and actually look what magnetic declination is so we can understand it better. This is from geomag.nrcan.gc.za. I'll stick in the description in the box for you guys. Magnetic declination. Over much of the Earth's surface, compass needles point roughly north. However, because of the complex shape of the Earth's magnetic field, there are a few places where a compass needle will point exactly north. A compass lines up with the horizontal component of the magnetic field in a direction called magnetic north. True north, on the other hand, is the direction from given location to the north geographic pole. The angle between the magnetic north and the true north is called magnetic declination. Many people believe that the compass needle points at the north magnetic pole. This is not true. If you follow your compass needle, you eventually arrive at the north magnetic pole, but not the most direct route. So in other words, that's why they have the corrections based on the globe, because they say the poles change where it moves. So that's why they have declination. So this declination is based on the term preferred by those who study magnetic field is also the term most commonly used by land navigators, sometimes in term magnetic declination. The variation, the term is preferred by mariners and pilots because the word declination also has astronomical usage. The angle of a star or planet above the celestial equation, however, the word variation is used by geometricians to refer to time changes in the magnetic field. It's weird how the astronomical stars and everything follow the same declinations. Ever thought of that? So they keep to the same GPs. The deviation. In a vehicle such as ship or aircraft, the compass is influenced by the magnetism of the iron used to construction of the vehicle as well as the Earth's magnetic field. This causes the compass needle to point in the wrong direction. This direction area is called deviation. Many people incorrectly use deviation when they mean declination. So there's a difference between declination and deviation. So yeah, they're just showing the different fields and why you would have to just change. You see that you have to have course correction so you actually go to your actual destination. That's practically what it is. So the guys just explained to you, you see you're going to have your magnetic north and your course declination. So you actually, if you're going to an island and you have to make that correction, they are saying you have to make that correction to go to the island because the compass is pointing you in the wrong direction. Now his argument is the reason for this correction is simply because the Earth is flat and not a globe, because the island is actually there, but the correction is using an excuse of the magnetic to say you need to go there. That's his whole argument.
Blue is west and red is east, okay? In practice, how does it apply? When you are on the boat and you want to go, for example, from the A point to the B point, for example, let's take this one. If you want to go from the Capo Verde Island to Recife in Brazil, let's imagine that this is a nautical chart, okay? So first you take your nautical chart and you notice the heading that you have to do from the Capo Verde Island to Recife in Brazil, okay? So this heading, this course on the map is 180 south, so it's 180. A magnetic declination, the compass is divided in 360 degrees. the 0 is north, okay, 90 is east, 180 is south, and 270 is west. In this case,
yeah, it's just giving the, because that's how it works with the 360 degree. Yes, Owen, it was a great show. If you guys haven't already, do go watch Owen's show that he had this morning on Flat Earth Early Bird. Owen, stick your link in the description, in the comments for the guys. It was great. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, I was on there for about a half an hour or so, and then I had to get going. But while I was on there, it was really great. I think it was constructive and enjoyed it. Definitely do subscribe to Owen if you guys haven't.
you have to go south. In reality, it's not exactly south, but just to simplify to understand the system. So you take your chart and you notice the course, the heading to go to receive. Let's say it's 180. After that, you have to add or subtract the magnetic declination. Okay, in this area here, you see from the Capo Verde island here to Recife here. So as you see, it's a little bit west, but
Okay, so that's the Mercator map. I think I got it up here. So let's see if we can actually look at this island. Hi, Face Reality, thank you for coming. Appreciate you being here, dude. Let's see what it says. Kapoa, I don't know if we'll be able to close preview. It's more this way. Okay, this map's not really gonna work. But anyway, there's an island somewhere in between there. Okay, why is it still showing the preview? Okay, anyway, there's an island in between there somewhere. And, well, he's simply saying, if there's an island there and they're going to that other place in Brazil, you're supposed to be going true south. Now, because it's not true south, it's actually tilted at a westerly direction. You making a course correction of, let's say, 15 degrees. Now he's saying they based this 15 degrees on magnetic fields because it's showing it in, it's actually pointing it wrong. So that correction is because the Earth is a globe, they say. But he's saying, hang on, it's not because the Earth is a globe, it's because it's following the correction, because the Earth is not like situated like this. It's actually situated like this. So let's see if we can zoom in closer. So he's saying the island's here somewhere. If you're going south, then you see it draws a straight line to there. So that's why you have to make the correction, the 15 degrees correction, so you can make your point straight to where he's saying you have to go, instead of on the globe where they're saying you're going this way, but because it's the magnetic declination, therefore you have to make the correction that makes you go there. So it's not based on the globe, it's based because it is flat Earth. That is his whole argument. So yeah, let's get back to what he's saying.
let's just say is south, just to understand. So it begins at 10 degrees west and it finishes at approximately 20 degrees. Okay, so let's say average 15 degrees west. So with the 180 course, you have to add 15 degrees. So it's 195. So on the boat, you have to follow on your compass 195. So they say is south to go to Brazil, but they say your compass are deviate and you have to do 195. So in our example here, we have the heading of 180 plus the magnetic declination of 15 degrees. So that's a total of 195. In practice, you have to follow on your compass, on your boat, the heading of 195.
Yeah, so you guys understand why he has to follow 195, because the 15 degree deviation correction. Hi, Gary Wybecker. Thank you for coming. Appreciate you guys being here. Hope it's making sense.
To go from this point to this point. Okay, now we all know we are not on a spinning ball in space, but we use nautical charts which are made on the model of the globe, and while using this fake chart,
Using on the model of the globe, but that model of the globe is based on flat measurements. First flat, then model. That's the problem, because they use the assumption of globe. That's why they have these corrections, because they are doing it to fit a globe, but in reality it's flat.
we'll still arrive at the right destination. We take off our course or heading on a fast map of the globe, but we still arrive at the right.
Oui, he does sound French. I think he's Swedish. I think what we saw there was actually Swedish, but he does sound French to me, or even Portuguese like. But yeah, he's Swedish apparently.
Right destination. They, when I say they, I am talking about the manipulators. So they give us a direction to go where we want based on the fast map, and we arrive at the good destination on the flat earth. So there must be something that makes the correction of the direction between the false maps of the globe and the reality. And there is only one thing who make the correction between the false map and the reality. It's the magnetic declination. They add a pseudo-magnetic declination to be able to use fake maps of the globe and still be able to sail or fly on a plane in the reality of the flat Earth. There is absolutely no magnetic declination on flat Earth. All the compass are not deviate. They work very perfectly. The needles of the compass show us all the time the real magnetic north.
Yeah, I see. So what he's saying is, because it's flat, it is the actual real magnetic north it's showing all the time, because on the flat Earth you don't really have magnetic declination. So he says those corrections made are to hide the fact that it's flat, and they're giving it the excuse of the globe's magnetic field. That's his whole point, I think. If that's what I'm understanding, what he's saying.
But all the charts are fake. They had no choice but to invent a false magnetic declination to use the map of a ball. If we take our...
See what I'm saying? He said, yeah. So they created the false magnetic declination to create the pretense that you create correcting the course for a ball. Yeah, so do you guys actually agree with him, or what do you say? Because so far out of 74 votes, magnetic declination is just to hide the flat Earth. Yes 20%, no 66%, could be 8%, and I don't understand 5%. I'm going to more or less go around the could be part because it's very plausible. I'm not going to say 100% yes because yeah, like I said, I haven't literally gone and done this type of navigation before, so I can't verify it, but I would be on it could be, and I'm more plausible to say it is and could be and a yes because of the lies we have based on logic on how it's explained. I would say yes, it's yes, but I'm going to stay with could be because it's definitely not something I can go out and validate at this point.
For example, we understand that Recife is not there, but you start from here and you do on your compass 195. So 195 is 15 degrees here, okay? And you arrive here. So the Recife, the Brazil, is not here, but it's here, Recife. The Brazil is like that. So Brazil is...
And you see, why would it be there instead of there? Well, based on a flat Earth, Remember the difference? See how if this is just wrapped in a ball kind of cylinder, it gives it a certain kind of degree. But look at the degrees it does. So I'm trying to get... Look at what happens when it's zoomed out. How do I... Doesn't even give me an option to zoom out here. Oh, there we go. Anyway, see what happens when you put it on, when you show it on the flat earth. It's got a certain shape to it. That's why it gets to the equator where it's like pushed out and then it has to be spread out like this kind of orthogonal shape. That's because if it's flat, it pushes out, and that's why it spreads out, as they say on the flat maps. So if it is really there instead of there, it kind of shows true to this map.
Is not here, but in reality it's here. And if you want to go back from Recife, Brazil to the island, so you take your chart. The heading on the map is 0 degree, okay? Plus the magnetic declination is 15 degrees, so you have to follow on your compass, on your boat, 15 degrees. So 15 degrees from here, it's like that. But remember, you don't start from here, you start from here. And from here, you arrive at the good place. So it works in the both way.
Yeah, so what he's saying is, just like you are correcting to say you're going here, but it's actually there, the same is when you're going and now you're showing 15 degrees there, you actually arriving at the point you started, because that is where it really is.
We can also illustrate this with this inflatable beach balloon. As you see, to transform the flat earth into a ball, you have to inflate the north part, and you have to lengthen and deviate the south, okay? And if you see here, this is Africa, and this is Recife, so you have the island here, and Recife is there, okay? So even here you see on the ball here, you're going from...
I agree, Owen. Yeah, his English does suck a bit. You can sort of make out what he's saying, but I do like him. I like the way he tries to explain it. He does sound very genuine to me, so I do like that.
From the island here to Recife, but when it's flat, you have to go more to the west. If I transform it in a flat earth, you have the island here and Recife here. You see here? It's move away to the west. So this is the 15 degrees of magnetic declination. With this new invisible parameter, the magnetic declination, they create a duality. They always work that way. Like the star, they can far and big. They can be, far and big, or near and small. The sun move or the earth move, etc. With the pseudo-magnetic declination, they can create fake chart of the globe, and you still can use them on the flat earth because the magnetic declination correct the right direction to take in the reality. Now
Yeah, see, so that's practically all we needed to see. So now he's just going to explain the magnetic poles and why it does fit the flat earth. Do any of you actually want to come on? You can come on. I got the Discord up and running. Hey Hammer, good to see you. Hey Michael, good to see you guys in Discord. And no one's in Gilded at the moment, but good to see you guys. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
That's good. Do you have any questions? Any thoughts on what we just watched?
I'm same as you. I've actually been out in a boat with a compass and tried to travel long distances, and so I don't really want to comment like, but it sounds feasible that there is some trickery where.
Wow, sorry, I just have to.
From Declination.
Yeah, huge shout out to Rob Keane for becoming a King Rooster member. Really appreciate your membership. It's awesome to see the members growing, guys. I really, really do appreciate it. Thank you so much, Rob Keane. You rock. Yeah, and I'm also joined by two other members here, Michael Kahn and PJ Cruikshank. And I know Face Reality is also in the chat. Thank you very much, guys. You guys are awesome. Hey, so PJ, thanks for coming in. How's it going?
Not too bad yourself. You good?
Yeah, doing very well. Now very happy they got another member.
Excellent.
Are you getting what was presented?
Yeah, absolutely. I was about to ask a question. I've never been too sure of directions on a flat Earth, but east and west, they're concentric circles around north, aren't they?
Yeah, north is the center, and then everything away from north is south, and obviously the east and west is following the sidereal angle, so it's following the sun.
Yeah. Right, got you.
So you know the sun's, let's take it as like a clock face, and it's going clockwise. That's the east to west.
Got you.
That's why when the people say you can't circumnavigate on a flat earth, it's just they're ignoring that the north is in the center, and if you're going east all the time, you're going east around north. Or west around north.
So on a globe Earth, how far is magnetic north meant to be from North Pole?
I think I got it here. Let me check. I actually got a guy explaining it to us, if you guys want to watch that. Another South African, by the way.
I know that.
Got so much South Africans explaining this stuff. Let's see.
Hi and welcome once again to Channel Fish.
Channel Fish, guys. It's got like 30.1k subscribers.
In today's video we are going to discuss the three types of north that we come across when we work with things like maps and compasses. And so on your screen you'll see these three types of north.
Yeah, one true north, the magnetic north, and then the grid north. This is all based on the globe, obviously, guys, so yeah.
We have true north, magnetic north, as
well as grid north. I see the buffering starting again. Yeah, Owen, it's awesome to see
as
you.
grid north. So let's have a look at true north first. And what you see on the screen is a spinning globe, and we all know that the Earth spins around its axis.
No, the Earth doesn't spin, but based on the globe, that's what they believe. So yeah, spins around its axis, and this is what gives true north.
And it's an imaginary line that runs through the Earth, right through the middle. And so if this line goes exactly from bottom to top, then at the top you will have north, where you see the arrow pointing. That is your true north.
Yeah, so PJ, you see, that would be true north. So if they have it, at the 22.3 degrees axis right there, that will make it the true north, pointing at that 23. That's simply exactly north is true north on the globe. Arwen, Flat Earth, could you get another South African flat earther on one time and do an entire show in South Afrikaans? I would actually love to do that sometime. I've got quite a few South African supporters. Maybe some of them will come on here sometime. I think that would be great. Cool. Rob Keane, we are not earthers, we are individuals. Yeah, we just live on Earth, Rob. 100%. We are living on a stationary horizontal plane with topography. We just labeled flat earthers, and that's it. But we definitely are not earthers, we live on Earth. Hence, Earth is just ground. Thank you for that comment. Yeah, Owen, I think it would be great to actually get some Afrikaans speaking on it, but the thing is, I don't think anybody's really going to understand what the hell's going on if we do speak Afrikaans. Maybe some of the Dutch people will understand. You might understand a bit. But that's... I think it might be interesting. We've got quite a few people that I think we can talk about. And just a shout out, might have a Flat Earth pilot coming for an interview and a chat next week, Thursday. Let's hold thumbs for that. So that's going to be quite interesting, and hopefully setting up a debate with Mr. Sensible. Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. I'm back, can only do one at a time, either Discord or YouTube. The data has about 30. Oh, sorry, PJ. Okay, what's happening here is he's showing the true north. The true north is just basically based on the axis of their globe. That's all. That's why they got a true north, because they need it to be tilted, or because the axis has a tilt on their so-called globe. So true north is just to say it's at the center of north to the south, like sticking a pole through the globe. So when he shows like that globe he had in his hand earlier, at the degree, that's that true north to the south.
So that's very easy to understand. But now
Very easy to understand, yeah. Yeah, the pilot's going to be all. I really, really do hope we do finalize that.
let's move on to magnetic north. And so magnetic north is the direction in which the needle of your compass points. And it's not the same as true north. And the reason for this is because the Earth has a magnetic field. And
You see, and this magnetic field is what he's saying is them using to give the corrections. Because they have a true north. So he's saying because they have a so-called true north and they have that magnetic, they are entwining them to create a globe out of that.
And this magnetic field determines where the needle
And that's why you have your corrections, because it's based on the
of
globe,
your compass
apparently.
points to. What you also need to understand is that the magnetic field of the Earth changes over time, but we will talk about that later. On this picture, you will see that there is a difference between the magnetic North Pole and the geographic North Pole.
Do you see this, Prejo? You see the differences? The geographic North Pole, the magnetic North Pole, and then obviously the true North is going to be in between that. Because they are basing this now on the magnetic lines through the globe. But we all know the magnetic toroidal
It's nearly
field.
got as many norths as it has horizons.
Exactly, they have to create more than they need, because they need to cover every basic to. If they find a contradiction, they have to have an answer for it. So that's why they have more than one north and more than one south. It's as simple as that. But on flat Earth, it's very simple. You got your north and you got south away from north. It's all magnetic based. There's no true north or true south or whatever, as these guys have it. It's simply, you have your north, it's based on the magnetic field, and that's it.
Of the Earth. So it's important to remember these things.
Sorry about the buffering, guys. It just seems like when I do stream, it loves to buffer for some reason. But anyway, he's just explaining the same things, that you need to make the course correction and stuff. PJ, I hope that's what you were wanting to find out. Again, thank you everybody for coming. Really do appreciate becoming a member, Rob. You are awesome. You guys rock. I do have some emojis, because based on this, I have 4 of them. I have the King Rooster, which you have all guys, and I got the laughing, I got the cool one, and I got the woke news one. There we go. Tell me if I should work on extra new emojis, and I will definitely do so.
How do you do them, Flatzai?
At the bottom you see a smiley face.
No, can I use them?
Yeah, every member has them. It's a perk of being a member.
How do you use them though? That's what I'm asking.
You can use them any way you want to. So you see it says
No, but
add
how do
reaction.
you use them? Where do I find them?
Add reaction at the bottom. You see there's like a smiley face next to a when you're typing.
Oh yeah, I see 'em.
You click it and you can see those 4 there. Those are the 4 emojis I've got at the moment. Do you guys like them or should I create other ones? Yeah, there you gotta go. You got it. Hey, Rob Summer uses all 4. So yeah, that's one of the perks for being a member. Okay. Should we go and look at the realms mapping? Because he's actually got really awesome work. Although he doesn't have any sound to it, so I'm just gonna play it. Because he's actually mapping it out with the octagonal old map. And he says it turns into a bowl. So it's actually very interesting how he gets it set out, because he's actually very into mapping, cartography and angles. So if you guys ever are interested to talk about this thing, I think he's one of the guys definitely to go talk to. Because if you think about it, even all the so-called globe maps, if you can't find one that is accurate, there's a reason for that. It's because they have to stretch and things to get the map to work for them. I find it very interesting how I did this on, I think it was paint. This looks like paint to me. Do you have any thoughts, Hammer? Or aren't you able to talk at this moment? I guess not. Michael, you can't see the screen, can you?
No, I'm staying muted for a minute because kids are setting fireworks off outside.
Yeah. Yeah, they
So I
can't
don't
get...
want it to come through on your screen.
Okay, cool. Yeah, they can't get the map to one scale when it's 100% correct. That's why there's so much problems. See, this is where South America stretches. That's that point. So it stretches too much to the right. Yeah, because remember when it goes out, it stretches and it transforms it to stretch outwards, and that's why they got the deviation, so-called, you can say, because that's why apparently the size of Australia is so stretched out, because you see it had to literally split it and stretch it out. It's actually very interesting. If it would stop buffering. Sorry, I don't have any music for this, because if I did, it would be more entertaining. But I don't think this guy, he doesn't put any music on his videos. I'm going to stick it in chat for you guys if you ever want to just go to his channel and check his stuff out, because all of his content is actually about mapping and stuff. So definitely well worth it if you are interested in this type of thing. Obviously, like I said, he doesn't give any sound to it or talking or anything, but he just does it for you and then just writes it out to explain it. Let's see what the poll says so far while it's buffering. Out of 84 votes, magnetic declination is just to hide the flat earth. Yes, 19%, no, 67%, could be 11%. I don't understand, 5%. I'm actually surprised people said I don't understand. I wasn't expecting that. All maps are flat, Rob Keen, 100%, because it's two-dimensional. Nobody takes curve into account when it comes to mapping. There's no such thing as a curve on a map. That's why when they say the sphere maps are curved, I laugh at them and I tell them, okay, show me a curved map. Show me a globe map. No one can, because even a Mercator map is flat. Every map you present is flat. Earth has topography. Exactly, Rob. The baseline is horizontal, it's stationary, and we have topography. Okay, now it's just copied and see, that's supposed to be the equator line, and this is where all the, excuse me, so-called stretching out happens. I wish he had spoken, would have made it more exciting, but okay. I did put the link in for you guys if you want to go watch it. The Gleason's map makes it quite interesting to show you. That's why you have it quite accurate to the equator line, and then it spreads out at the poles, at the edges of the equator, just because it's based on how they're doing the mapping. I mean, even this is wrong, the Mercator. I mean, look at the size now of Russia compared to Greenland and stuff. So even they have issues. Okay, back to Discord. How's it all going? It's very chill chat today. I did make it a members only chat tonight because shame, I overloaded you guys with trolls these last few days, all these debates. Sorry about that, Michael. Sorry about that, PJ, and everybody, all the other guys that was moderating. Really do appreciate you guys taking hold, because it was overrun of trolls in there.
Yeah, it was bad. What makes me laugh is they're all debating you in chat, like, and you were having a debate with two and you're not really taking notice of chat.
No, it's actually sad though, and somehow they're so delusional. They think if they can just say, you're just ignoring it, somehow making some kind of point. And they don't understand. Orthographic view is not perspective. Simple as that. It's not my burden to prove now how you would put perspective into orthographic, because you can't. That would be his burden of proof, because he's making a claim that orthographic is perspective based. It's as simple as that. Not my burden of proof to make method to make it work. I'm telling you it's not that, so why should I make it that? But yeah, that was simple as that. Whew.
Well, I can honestly say I've never even considered calculating perspective anytime.
Yeah, but how would a person? How are you going to calculate something over long distances that you have to take parallax into account? You have to take refraction.
I just see things conforming into perspective with my eyes. That's all. That's about as far as I need to think about it.
Yeah, I mean, Gleam actually gave a very good comment today to someone. They try and explain it to them why even mainstream science can't get that done, because it's literally impossible at this moment to try and work out a formula to get it to work, because it's so unpredictable. It's literally just based in three-dimensional space in the time you are being presented of it now. It changes all the time. That's why the globe is so unstable with their claims, because it is based actually off of a perspective. They observe it in perspective, in three-dimensional, and then they wanted to create it onto a sphere, and that's why they have the super refraction, super looming refraction, the normal refraction, then extended refraction, because they have to make stories up because it keeps changing. And at the end of the day, the refraction doesn't actually do refraction. It changes the actual geometric shape. It changes the actual radius to give it that, to fit the observation.
I just had a phone call from the missus for 5 minutes. Did I miss anything good?
No, not really. It's just chill chat. We're just
Cool.
chatting how you cannot take perspective and try and work a formula out for it, because that's why the globe sits in the predicament they do. Hence the black swan killed their argument. That's all.
Absolutely. Like you said last night, with orthographic view, it doesn't take into consideration any kind of shrinkage or anything like that, does it? You know?
Yeah, look, orthographic view is simply just angle based. That's all it is. It's simply just measures a angle over distance. That's it. But it does not take anything else into account, like, was that image compressed? Did it have parallax? Was there refraction? Was it just having limited viewing angles due to something else having a large angle in front of it? It doesn't have anything. It doesn't have convergence. It's just literally every optical phenomena that you observe with your three-dimensional a worldview doesn't comport with 2 dimensions, because you have to throw all those extra dimensions away to make it 2-dimensional.
Yeah, it's a nice little stickman drawing, but it's not reality. You know what I mean?
That's why I like when Nathan says it's Muppet vision. It's exactly what it is. Because he still hasn't been able to show me how, because he measured a shadow and he calculated the sun's height and everything based on that. So in other words, he just debunked the whole globe, because remember that we said you cannot calculate the sun's height based on the shadows? Okay, throwing Aristophanes' sticks and shadows so-called experiment away, because he just calculated the height using a flat earth.
Exactly.
Which they said was impossible.
That's right.
So yeah, inadvertently threw that away, and while he did that, he gave a, how can I put it, he showed they weren't actually doing any perspective, because he looked at a shadow and then just calculated based on that shadow. Where was the actual measurement of Earth?
Yeah, that makes no sense.
How do you know that shadow was actually not at a refracted, the sun was at a refracted position and therefore giving a different shadow? How do you know there wasn't some kind of phenomenon that made the shadow shorter than it's supposed to be or longer? You'd never know.
Yeah, nothing was taken into consideration for that kind of thing, no?
I mean, even if the air is more dirty, let's say, I mean, there's more smog and dust and stuff, it can change the shadow shape.
Yeah.
So I don't see how that would affect to see if you're trying to take something 3-dimensional and placing it down back to 2-dimensional and saying, therefore this is where it's supposed to be. That's why you have different elevation heights based on the perspective measurements. That's why I say it's an apparent altitude measurement, not an exact altitude measurement.
Exactly.
I hope he does come back to me with that flask thing though, because that's going to be quite interesting to see if he actually gets the actual height of it.
Sorry, what's that for?
Remember I showed him the flask? The same thing I presented with Sean Hawkins, so-called Polaris.
Oh, yeah.
You guys want to actually have a laugh? Sean actually made a video today. A quick one. You guys want to go and watch it?
That'd be good.
If we must.
I can't believe how dumb it's got.
Watch it then.
It's got to do with the moon, with Mactoon. What's it, that thing that Cats had with me with the moon? He's trying to debunk that. More distortion. Where is it now? Thief and coward. Perspective is a damn liar. Here we go. This is a day.
Okay, guys, let's put this to bed once and fucking for all.
Excuse the language though, because this guy is a vulgar guy. He actually moaned today and said, why is he deleted, banned on my channel? I said, I didn't delete you or ban you or anything. He said, maybe one of the mods banned you because you are very vulgar. And there's a reason, because he is. He's a disgusting soy boy.
He's a troll, mate.
Yeah.
Top and bottom of it.
But guys, just watch his argument here and laugh your head off how dumb this guy is. I actually gave a comment. Haha, please tell me this is some kind of joke. You cannot be this dumb. Come on. And that was being nice. Watch this, guys.
Okay, Flatsoid, are you watching?
Yes,
See, this is what you did.
Okay, this is what I did. La 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 la.
You looked up at your light, and there's a little piece of foil tape.
Yeah, see, he's got the foil tape there. Remember, I showed the lips gloss thing on the moon, on the light.
I'll show it to you. Right there. See that?
Oh, Why?
That's the marker. That's your red lead or whatever you called it. So what you did is you said,
Okay, I'm gonna quickly take a screenshot, yeah? I'm gonna go and stick it in.
Scruffing us with his finger, man.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't know if he's in an old age home or something. But sometimes I worry about the guy. Oh yeah, this is from last night with McToon. If you guys haven't watched it already, do go watch it. It was funny. This whole one diagram debunks his whole argument and proves what I wanted to say. Okay, so let's quickly show that, then let's go back to the video.
okay, we're looking at it from the northern hemisphere.
Okay, remember guys, we're looking north now.
We're walking to the southern hemisphere.
Okay, now we're looking at it south. I'm gonna copy it again. Let's go back there. Okay, can we see they are opposites? Just like what you see with the moon. You guys agree with that? Just like what I showed with my light. They are opposite, are they not? Let's see what his argument to this is.
And it's in the same position. Right?
Is that the same position, Sean? Same position. You are looking at it on the other side of the light. You on the other side, it is now by you. It's not on the other side of the light. This is the same thing that cats did. Exactly the same.
You can see that weird. There's like a weird shadow thing on light. Can you see it?
On
It
light.
looks a bit like. It looks a bit like a willy. You see it? So it's totally turned round 180 degrees on one side to the other.
Oh, there
You
we
see
go.
it?
On the bottom.
See glass door between his bit of tape and that peg thing in the middle. There's like a shadow.
Okay.
Here's the other side of it. It's turned round.
It's turned around. Yeah, everything turns around. That's the whole point. Because it's all got to do with, like, this is also got to do with the star trails. When you move to the opposite viewing position, it changes direction. That's how it works. He just flat out denies and says it's at the same position. Is this at the same position? No, it's not. Is this guy insane? This is where you're standing looking there. It's past this middle thingy. This way you're staying here, it's in front of you, it's not past the middle thingy. I'm gonna say middle thingy because I'm just gonna say, yeah, it's just the thing that holds him. But look what he says.
But if you would have leaned back more, you lying sack of shit, you would have seen that you leaned backwards. You didn't look at it from the different direction. Now what you should have been doing.
Okay, guys, this is what I should have been doing, guys. This is what I should be doing. Let's watch this.
You say, okay.
Oh wow. They don't get it, PJ. As simple as that. They don't get it. This is
Foil tape's over there.
okay.
Now, if I go
And you
to the
turn
southern
around.
hemisphere
Yeah.
and
Oh,
look at the
wait.
moon, holy shit.
Oh wait. Let's do this again. Print screen. Yeah, you just turned your camera around. It's still showing different. Doesn't he get it? Look here. It's still opposite. This is how moronic this guy is. He turned his camera around and said now it's changing. It's still the same position as this.
Send me a screenshot of them two next to each other, flat side.
Yeah, look. Let me try and... I wonder if I can turn this thing. Is there a way to turn
That
this?
shadow on bulb shows you that it's totally opposite.
Yeah, I mean, this is closer to you, this is close to you, they're the same. He's just turned the camera around. He's literally just, look, I'm going to turn the camera around. There we go. Uh-oh. It's the same. Is this guy moronic? Your position is looking at this. It's not passed on that side. Must I put it back to how he was putting it? Whoop. There we go. Opposite. Closer to me, further away from me. The same. Closer to me, still closer to me. You just turned the camera around. This is how these guys think. No, he doesn't get it. So yeah, guys, this is exactly how Katz was trying to claim I didn't know what I was talking about. I mean, I think my 7-year-old daughter understands this better than they do. Wow. Okay, I don't know what else is new. But that was what he was saying, and then calling me a piece of shit and stuff, you know, like the usual vulgar things he does. I think he's showing this live now. No, debate law still clueless, whatever that is. Oh man, Owen, he did a piece of news as well, dude.
It was so revealing to me. And in retrospect, it also makes kind of sense. Seeing as that, like, well, telescopes and microscopes are really not all that different technologically. And well, the telescopes come from, well...
Yeah?
Is it?
Oh, it's buffering. Yeah, it's from Sean Hawkins. More dumb shittery from Owen. I don't know, this is the first time I'm seeing this as well.
All his videos are just videos calling people liars and
Jesuits,
stuff. That's all it does.
mostly.
Yeah, it's all he does. Let's
And
see.
then a microscope would probably
The
either be...
best thing about it is that dumb. He don't realise he's debunking himself.
Yeah, and this is this morning's show, and it was actually a great show from Owen. So I want to actually see what Sean's actually going to say.
Lent from that concept, or there might be some like Jew involvement. It makes sense because Jews had it. There's like not the actual Jews, not like crazy satanic ones in the media or whatever, but like the actual ones
Well, Owen-
traditionally had like
Owen, at least he's busy promoting your stuff, so that's quite cool.
gem cutting, right? That's like an old...
I don't know if he's actually going to say anything, or is he just showing this? That's all he's showing. Because if he's not actually saying anything, then how can he call it dumb shittery? You actually have to give some kind of argument if you want to present it as dumb shittery. That's how it usually works.
old Jewish profession for a very long time. Well, gem cutting is not really all that different an approach as like lens making, right? So, makes sense that that all comes from the same skill source. So I would state roughly like
Yeah, he may have been overly impressed on your Jew
Telescopes.
application.
and microscopes are like a logical development from gem cutting,
I think he doesn't actually understand what you're saying. Maybe
and
that's the
therefore
problem.
basically not surprising that these inventions will pop forth from Jews,
Yeah,
right?
the Jews are quite technically advanced, actually. So yeah, I don't think he actually knows what's going on here. Does he have any? Let's see what they say. The poor little fella is annihilating himself from the FED support group. The optics of the gem connection details. What the fuck? This is what he didn't even actually give a rebuttal. I'm gonna say what rebuttal was made. What rebuttal was made? Let's see what he would say. Yeah, they were very resourceful and ambitiously developing. Yep. Faciality. Sean Hawkins equals Hector Barbosa. What are you doing, Sean? Yeah. Sean, you should actually feel embarrassed of yourself right now. But maybe he's just trying to get content. I don't know. What? Delete laws is a thief and a coward. Everybody's just a thief and a coward to this guy. It's like damage control from laws. Wow, he's going after this guy a lot. Is a doofus. Super Bowl dumb. How do you actually have a channel where you just call every guy a liar and a doofus and a dumb idiot? That's what's needed. Oh, guys, he actually did on my stream. I didn't even watch this 2 days ago. Oh wow. So that's what's happening. Oh, face reality. Remember this? Oh, but face reality ripped him apart with this stuff. What? Perspective, there isn't all there. What? Flatt's perspective isn't all there. Another stream. Plain truth is an intellectually. Oh. And then he said, I need a better tablet. So this is how his channel is, yeah. Delusional as... I still don't know how he gets 1.47 thousand views on whatever this channel is. But yeah. Okay, so any thoughts? I mean, really, that was like sad. If you guys haven't already, do go support Alwyn's channel. He has some awesome discussions. Really do appreciate the content he brings out, and he has great discussions. Israel ruined the Jews more than anything else. No wonder Hitler supported the formation of Israel. Yeah, unfortunately it was backed by a very religious belief, and that is what's happening now with the heliocentrists. The anti-flat earthers have a very bigot-based heliocentric belief, and that's what's going. Yeah, Arwen is ace. 100% agree, Rob King. Is there anything else you guys would like me to actually look up so we can go? We can maybe still go another half an hour. Just let me know and we can see what we can carry on looking at. Yeah, the early bird show is awesome. Let's see what is going on here. NASA just posted this. They are literally trolling everyone, but Globy still defend them. Yeah. Where's Wally? Yeah, you see, they've always got some kind of how can I put it, truth in plain sight when they put the stuff. Like, where's Wally? It insinuates, can you find out where's it? Where they actually are. They're insinuating that. Evolution. The apes. We didn't really evolve. Pirates. Yeah, we're stealing your imagination. And what is this? I don't know. Just the moon and stars.
The monkey.
Sorry? Yeah, the monkey.
A monkey.
Evolution. Let's see. That's a saying. When it comes to the Masons, it's always about truth in plain sight. So the pirate, it symbolizes we're stealing. With the monkey, it symbolizes evolution. We're making fun of you. You didn't evolve from monkeys. Where's Wally? You guys have to find it. We're not really in space. You think we are there. You have to look for it. You understand? And right next to the woman acting as space, the moon and the stars. That's how the Masons work. It's literally truth in your face. They're making fun of you without you knowing about it. Really sad stuff. Do they have wood now in the ISS, guys? Or bamboo, wood sticks in there, or whatever? It's the first time I've seen that. Sean Hawkins, see, Arwen blocked me on your channel because I asked him why the sun has been in the sky longer than lasers have been in existence. Doesn't he understand what holographic means, Arwen? I think that's the problem. He thinks lasers, because we're saying holographic and that's laser, now he's saying lasers because laser has to exist first before the sun can exist. That is the argument. Wow, that's sad. Let's see what else is going on in chat. Yeah, And apparently you blocked him. Did you block him? I don't think so. He likes to lie, guys. NASA just posted this. Why can't they give an actual photograph of everything? Why does everything have to be CGI nonsense? 54 is not a joke. What's going on here? Let's see. How easy to fake? Guys. Oh wow. Yeah. Kind of like what they do on the ISS, isn't it? Just VXF breakdown. He's on the side of the road. Green screen. Remove. They just color correction. There we go. It's chroma key and then they stuck it. Then it looks like he's higher. That's how NASA does it, guys. Actually, every space agency. Yeah, this was taken from my, I might have blocked a lot of Gummy's soccer accounts. Yeah, he has a lot of soccer accounts though. So I wouldn't expect him not to be blocked somewhere. City people, the cows are destroying the planet. Me, please tell me more about that. Yeah. That's the logic we face with people, unfortunately. What is this? That is pretty nifty. Let's check. Oh yeah, this is setting up the so-called to show the... See, there's a simulation even. Why would they need to show this, guys, if it is true? Yeah. No, it's not studio work at all, guys. Not at all. I don't want to play the music because I'm just scared with the copyright stuff. But it's very simple. Why do they need to show this stuff if it is true? Because that's exactly how they do it for you guys. It's just studio work. Baldwin loves this ship. It is an inspiration to Baldwin. Baldwin is also ace, actually. He has more of an argument than an actual Globus. Talkanauts teach class on water buoyancy in absence of gravity. Okay, Wiggles. Buoyancy is just your contradiction. That gravity, that's why you need buoyancy, because you need it to be a force based on gravity. And how do you have buoyancy without the force of gravity? Oh shit, you cannot. And gravity is not a force in the first instance. Oh, this is just showing the water staying in the cup, which is impossible with your 0 degree. Huh? Oh, there's the shore. I didn't even see it. I didn't even know he posted it. Raspberry PI in space. From high altitude balloon projects transporting Raspberry PIs to near space to our 2 Astro PI units living aboard the ISS. Are too stupid to realize that Europe in the photo takes up half of the Earth. Yeah. No fish islands here, guys. No fish are here. There's a faking space berries. Flying ball circus. If you don't stop lying, you'll grow up to be an astronaut. That's actually a brilliant one. I'm gonna like that. Correct. Where's my correct one here? Difficult to read it here. I'm just gonna say, nope. That's actually a very good one. Aristophanes was flat out wrong. Yeah, remember, McToon just debunked Aristophanes because he used a shadow measurement to work out the height of the sun on a flat Earth. So debunking Aristophanes. Anyway.
That's the myth.
This is weird. This is one of the things I presented for cats. You can't see or measure Earth curvature. Remember, I gave level water. I even spoke about the Suez Canal and the Nile River and the salt flats. And he said I didn't present anything. This is also one of my things. You can't see measure Earth spinning because it's stationary. And gas pressure requires. It said all three of my arguments were based on this thing, and I didn't even know about this. There we go, cats. There's your observable reality. Yeah, I know we're streaming at the same time, Fashion. Do you guys want us to go and actually watch some of QE's stream, maybe? I don't know. Because he did start at 9. Let's go to the homepage. You should find it there. QE.
There's nothing in what they're saying, right? They're just arrogant, and I often say to my students, yeah, when you're dealing with doctors, do exactly what they're doing, yeah, because a lot of medics are too scared to make themselves look daft, unlike Tony here, who's not qualified in the same field as them.
I'm gonna send his chat to you guys. Oh man. And then if you guys want to go over, you can, because I think I'm going to end the stream now then. I'm going to go over there maybe for a few minutes. Go and support QE's channel. I do send the link here, guys. Please do subscribe to QE. And this is going to be interesting because it was quite a interesting discussion with Sleeping Warrior and them. So I agree. What do you say? Are we going to go over there a bit and listen to the chat? Michael? I think you guys are... Oh yeah, you're still there.
Sorry, I was muted.
So you think we're all going to go over to QE's for a while? Obviously I'm not going to be there too long, but I think it'll be cool. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for the relaxed stream. It was just relaxing today. Hope you guys did enjoy it. Tomorrow night it's going to be... yeah, there's crickets and frogs, yeah. There was actually a frog in here the other night I had to take out. That's the joys of being in the bush. Crickets and frogs. So thank you guys all for coming. Appreciate it. Thank you, Rob, for becoming a channel member now as well. Appreciate all you members, all you Patreon supporters, all you super chatters. And oh, there's a cricket right in front of me now as we speak. A huge one. Yeah, thank you very much all for coming. Appreciate you guys all being here. Till tomorrow night. God bless.